Rivers State is the hub of the hydrocarbon industry in Nigeria and blessed with different ethnic groups with diverse languages. The culture of the people is their identity, as it affords them due recognition. Like most African cultures, contentment is a virtue passed on from generation to generation. Unfortunately, primitive accumulation of wealth is the order of the day, affecting almost every segment of life and living. Concerns keep growing about funds that accrue to the various arms of government and are most times scattered away by selfish and greedy individuals.
If the trust that is collectively given to you by the people is being scattered by you stealing from that same people, well, that person is not supposed to be there.
So when you place premium on money more than even yourself, there'll be a problem.
Experts are of the view that the money allegedly spent on developing the states isn't commensurate with the level of development on ground across the nation. These funds are mostly embezzled by some people to buy houses across the globe and live very flamboyant and extravagant lifestyles, thereby developing the economies of these countries.
We should go back to the olden days, the former days, how our parents were. Let us not begin to think of how to get the whole wealth and give our children. And we train our children, so they should work hard to come and have it, not we having the whole properties for them. And that is what is even making some of these children to deviate.
Some communal leaders now celebrate wealthy individuals with chieftaincy titles even when they don't have legitimate means of livelihood.
You don't go and bring a criminal, maybe an armed robber, or maybe a kidnapper, maybe a land grabber, maybe all kinds of people for us to recognize, and we recognize them. Before the Chieftaincy Council of HA recognizes anybody, we must know where you're coming from, how much you have helped to develop your own local community. And then we can say, okay, for developing your community, that means you have helped to develop HA, and that way we can say, okay, you have contributed meaningfully to the development of our area. Then we can recognize you.
There seems to be lack of role models for young children as the society now celebrates wealth and corruption.
Because of the shift of the value society has placed on wealth and the nonchalance attached to the process of acquiring the wealth that has made it look like there are no people to emulate. There are so many people to emulate. In fact, more people to emulate.
Our schools and traditional institutions can help curb the menace of corruption by highlighting its negative impact on the society as well as the benefits of honest living.
And so parents should play their roles as parents. They should stop delegating those roles to teachers, to house helps, and all sorts of things.
How do you wriggle out in the system where you're seen in the village committing a crime? You don't. If they depend more on traditional institutions, our society will be better for it, because those laws have been there, passed down from generations to generation, and our duty is to keep them and make sure that those laws are kept, those rules and regulations are kept, and they keep our people in check.
So many cars, so many houses, those things will not help us. You allow your children to come to manhood and develop their own, what they can achieve at that time. Don't go and provide things, the whole world for your children, so that they will not start killing themselves.
We should promote our family values, promote the love for God, love for our family and for country.
Inculcation of moral values at home and age-grade organizations remain most vital to the development of honest habits and attitudes, which in turn can curb corruption in Nigeria.